No.
What's happening?
What's not
What's
happening?
happening?
Haps.
What's
I'm
happening?
haps. I'm
Uh,
hapsening right now.
so let me so request to hop on Instagram. Hello everybody. Hi, welcome, inspired, essential. Oh, Carla, how are you, friend? How you doing? Okay, so we're gonna add Christina. She's gonna be here with us too.
Can I turn this up?
Oh yeah, please.
Sweet.
Hey,
Hello.
Hello, G. Hello, Ale. So let me add you guys. And we're gonna do double streaming again. So we're looking up on the camera, down the camera to be on both. Okay, Sasha, I got you on Instagram. You can request to hop in on Instagram to Christina.
Okay.
Hello, if you're tuning in for the first time, we are doing our oily hour. So every Monday at 3 p.m. Hello, Sasha. At 3 p.m. PST, so that's Los Angeles time, we do this get together and we talk about various things and life in general, but also we are all wellness advocates in doTERRA. So girls, make sure that your haps is on mute, the sound out, but don't mute your voice so people can hear you on haps too.
Okay.
Cool.
we're starting to get
Sweet.
this.
Working that tech muscle.
Well, technology was not my thing when I learned this thing. Well, I'm still learning, right? But I'm much better at it.
Yeah, you are. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, too many things to learn. So Miss Sasha, so Sasha's here with us. So we're doing this challenge, and it's not a challenge because it's our lifestyle, but Sasha is gonna go over a little bit about it's called the Great Gut Heat Reset,
Yep.
and and she's also gonna show how we live this lifestyle, and then we can chat a little bit about not only that she's gonna speak on, but some of the things we talked about this morning before we hopped on here. Sasha, welcome.
Thanks, Pam. I just wanted to give us an opportunity. If you have an oil with you right now, let's oil up together. And I'm using adaptive because I feel like my emotions are a little bit all over the place, and I just really want to center and have a scent of peace.
Hang on a second. Hey, Teddy, can you put your sound on mute, please? Because you can hear everything.
I can hear double
So
up
you
on
can
here
hear
too.
everything.
Yeah, and then I'm double here listening to myself, so somebody needs to put on mute on their computer.
Okay, so let's try.
And then put your earbud on Instagram. Hello, Sarah, Mama Kuhen. She's in Hawaii too. Hello, welcome.
Allah.
So much
Cool.
fun. I'm gonna let Sasha take up the whole space, the whole screen here, because I'm like, I don't want to just
Sometimes
sit.
she's like,
I'm trying to get in, and she's trying to teach a class. So I will hop in here when she's pop.
okay. So I hope all of you have oiled up. I'm using adaptive. It's just that time of year. Winter solstice is tomorrow, so the days are the shortest that they are of the year. I feel like my energy, my sense of patience, all of those things. I just need to be a little bit more adaptable. So today I'm talking about the gut. Oh boy, never has it been a better time to talk about gut health because immunity is really on our mind, right? Tomorrow is the start of winter. Our immune system can be really vulnerable at this time with change of seasons. And also, we want to move into the new year with new intentions. Oftentimes, we set an intention for our health. Oftentimes we have a goal situated with our health. And I say, if you want to get healthy, if you want to feel a greater sense of wellness with yourself, then you better start at the belly. So we're all hosting an awesome collective cleanse called the Great Gut Reset. And this whole reset is for a whole month, starting from January 1st to the 31st. But the work doesn't end at the end of the 31st. Really, this whole cleanse is meant to just kickstart our sense of well-being on our belly, get us consistent with these daily habits so that when February 1st hits, we can just run. We can run for the rest of the year feeling solid, committed, and comfortable with these daily habits. So why is the gut so important? I want you to know, many of you probably know, but your gut houses about 40 trillion microbes. So our gut is basically bacteria, and these microbes are, well, they are in charge of feeding our immune system, digestion, cognitive function, and also hormone balance. They're also in charge of really like metabolizing our food. A fun fact is that microbes can actually help metabolize our excess estrogen. So for those of us that want to focus on hormonal balance this year, maybe you want to focus on getting pregnant or losing some extra weight or working on acne, this will all start in your gut. These microbes also have everything to do with being healthy and strong, with just our overall well-being. So what slide do I have next? Your gut really it's home to over 30 neurotransmitters. Serotonin is majority built in our gut. And serotonin it's a mood modulator, it's a feel-good hormone, and it's critical for our overall cognitive and emotional well-being as well. So maybe those of you that are wanting to work on emotional stability, maybe you're dealing with anxious feelings as of late or the last couple years, the gut is a great place to start in attacking that goal.
Put this one in too.
Okay.
She's saying the sound is low.
Okay, cool. And then 80% of our immune system lives in our gut, like I mentioned before. Not only is our digestion linked to our gut, but so is our cognitive and our immune function as well. So I want to have a moment of reflection right now. What are some things that aren't optimal in your health and well-being? Maybe it's emotional well-being. Maybe you have skin sensitivities. Perhaps you're working on respiratory function. But I'm going to share a whole list of things of symptoms that are directly correlated with what's called gut dysbiosis. Gut dysbiosis essentially just means that your belly flora, your microbes, they're imbalanced. So this list can include things like anxiety, depression, skin disorders, heart disease, autoimmune disease, which we know could give a whole other list of symptoms as well, right? Allergies, asthma, migraines, cancer, obesity, type 2 diabetes, dementia, Alzheimer's, digestive disorders, chronic fatigue. Grace and I, we dealt with chronic fatigue for a lot of our life, and it wasn't until we really attacked the ecosystem that is our belly and wanting to support that and help it thrive, did we start to realize our energy levels were finally going up. We were able to sustain a full day without a nap or sugary things in the afternoon trying to attack this symptom. So we really realized that our gut health, once we realized it was kind of at the center of everything, we could really snip those symptoms in the butt and get charge of it at the root source. So anything of that list, if you're dealing with something in that category or any of those symptoms, just take a moment and ask yourself, well, am I feeding my gut right? Or am I feeding my belly things that are helping bad microbes thrive? So what is harmful to gut microbes? Well, antibiotics, synthetic drugs. It's really interesting, actually. Acetaminophen, something that we use for pain, right? Well, our liver processes it. And if our liver cannot process all of it, it'll actually just store it in the liver. And, it can lead to liver overwhelm. Antibiotics also, we know, not only kills good bacteria, right, if we have a bacterial infection, but it also kills bad bacteria. So that's one thing that could be harmful to gut microbes. Yeah,
Bring that picture closer
sure.
for us to see it one more time, please.
Sure, yeah. And I'm, please do.
I also wanted to add that I learned that it actually takes our human gut biome and body 2 years to recover from 1 2 week round of antibiotics. So that's how severe it is for our body.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a long recovery time considering a bacterial infection. If you can feed yourself with food and good supplements and proper rest and water, you can get over it pretty quickly on your own. Um, so, what else? I mean, your food, right? What you feel your body can have a negative impact on your gut flora. Food preservatives as well. We know that our soil just isn't as healthy as it used to be in the 1950s, and it's now more than ever something that we have to be cognizant of, right? Like, what are you purchasing? From whom are you purchasing? Um, and does it have good nutrients to feed that good bacteria? What else? Toxic chemicals, right? We talk a lot about toxic load in doTERRA and why we choose to have natural solutions. Well, toxic overload can lead to gut overwhelm. It can also have a negative impact on your hormonal balance. So I also speak to it, Teddy. What about leaky gut? Hmm. 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 Absolutely. And we talk a lot. Oh, go for it.
And
Absolutely.
Teddy is the perfect commercial for amazing skin, right? She never wears makeup, and I want to get to where you're not that much older than me, Teddy, but I want to get to your age, looking like you, and you talk openly about it, right? How you feel great and you have such amazing energy. I love that.
And I
Yeah,
see you
and
taking on new
as
things
you
too. Like you're very
yes.
eager to try new things. You have a sense of vitality where it's like your age isn't gonna determine if you take on something new. Yeah.
But let's talk the real life here. Teddy, do you like junk food sometimes? Yeah. Oh, Teddy, I think you are muted on apps, just so you know. We can hear on Instagram.
Okay,
But
can you
okay,
hear
so
me now?
I ask you this because when we speak diet, people start getting like, oh no, I'm gonna have to change what I eat. I'm gonna have to change, stop the things that I like. I'm gonna have to deprive myself from um, things that are connected to. For me, food brings me back to my roots, to my family, to what makes me feel like I'm home. And that is lumpia for you, right, Teddy? And I asked you because
Oh,
I
yeah.
know for a fact that we love it. So
Yes.
it does not mean that. And that's why Sasha created the Great Gut Reset, is to simplify the system, the process of, hey, for me to be able to have good gut health, do I need to give it all up? You don't.
No.
And that's why I'm asking the real life stuff for everybody to have a sense of, hey, this is real life, right? You can't eat well all the time. I mean, if you do, congratulations, amazing, But in my life, from my experience, especially with three little ones, we end up eating some leftovers that are, that are not the best foods, and but we try our best most of the time. So, Sasha, on top of all of the stuff that you mentioned, what else do you have about gut before you get into what we can do that makes it so simple to be able to do this reset?
Okay, well, I wanted to piggyback off of this whole idea of stressing ourselves out to be perfect, right? Like stress, cortisol, it can kill off our gut microbes as well and just be completely contradictory to what we're trying to achieve. And so, really, with the mindset of wanting to support your gut is like, be gentle with yourself, like, do the best you can. And if you like want to go and have those things and indulge and enjoy, make sure you're just enjoying, that you're not being hard on yourself and you're not stressing yourself out because you're having a cheat meal or you're going against the grain. It is about balance, absolutely. So some other takeaways about the gut before we dive in is, the doTERRA wellness lifestyle is about sleeping well, managing your stress, um, eating right, exercising right, all of these things that don't necessarily need um, supplementation, right? Like you don't have to buy these things. But when we get into like really wanting to like reach those goals, eating right and our nutrition is critical. And so that next bar of the doTERRA wellness lifestyle, and I wish I might have it up for you. I actually do. The next part of the whole lifestyle is informed self-care, and you should be informed about the products you use and really feel like you're educated if you need information to like make that switch. Some people don't need information. Some people are like, yeah, let's just go for it, we'll see how my body feels, right? But somebody like Christina, you need that informed self-care. So what this challenge is really about is to educate you on the lifestyle, provide that support, and then of course provide you information on what we're doing step by step, week by week, in how we're using this supplementation. So we talk about lifelong vitality a lot, and we'll continue to educate you on why these are some of the best supplements that you can use. I've used a lot of supplements in my life, but never have I had this sense of energy, this sense of really good sleep, and my ability to move out of stressful moments into more balanced homeostasis. And so we'll come back to that, and we'll continue to educate about the other supplements that are in this kit. I hope I answered your question, Pam, about
Totally,
really the
totally. Yes,
basis
and
of it.
that's the part, that when people ask me and will ask us about good skin, energy, sleep well, all the things that you want to be able to have in your daily life. Well, except for mamas of little babies, I'm with you. I have been sleep deprived for the past 7 years, but I have been able to somewhat have a balance, have a good equilibrium of all the other areas that I cannot thrive right now, but I know it's on the horizon for me to be able to sleep well again. Um, so that is the simplification of being able to have access to it and make it simple to where you can just put it on a place where you know that you're going to remember to take. There's no secret behind it. But there is one thing about being able to do what we're doing, and we've been doing this for years, is for you to learn a little bit on why this is important and what each thing does. And that is why we decided to do on the early hour every Monday, starting in January. You're going to have 30 minutes of what we call continuing education, education on each product for you to understand, because I didn't know either, right? I've said this so many times. doTERRA has been the greatest school that I have attended in my lifetime because I've learned so much. So for me to understand why I need it is important. And the moment you start understanding a little bit about why do I need enzymes? Why do I need probiotics? Why do I have to do a cleanse, a detox every once in a while? And we decided to do this in January because it's such a big month of people deciding to do a detox, right? After New Year's, it's time to start again, renew again, which is great. At the same time, I want you to understand that it's also something that you're going to keep for the rest of your life, because the way that you feel is so good that you don't want to let go of. So this is called the challenge for the month of January. But it's not only that, it's something that you can take for life, habits that you can take for life, knowledge that no one can take from you, because that's something you learn and you're going to keep. And then what happens too is, for me, from my experience, is I learned and I couldn't keep to myself. I just wanted to have, especially my mom, to be able to help her in some way. And the supplements were it. Like the Lifelong Vitality Pack that Sasha just showed, they were the turning point for my mom's health. So that was incredible, easy to do, and she didn't have to remember anything crazy, properties of anything. She just needed to take it. So it's for anyone and everyone, and we get started in January. And the reason why I believe challenges are cool and they're good and they're important, I thrive really good when there is a community behind what I'm trying to achieve. And it's always been my fort, where I feel that I can run to. That's my place of security. It has been my doTERRA community, and of course my family and my friends. But the doTERRA community that we have been able to build together has been the place that I've always been able to find myself again. And that was the talk that we had. So every Monday I have the honor to speak to all my friends, my family that is here. So I consider them family, that I chose and they chose me. So we speak about not only, like health and wellness, that's the focus of what we do, but we speak about evolving and growing and self-development.
Mhm.
And today, now we're going to jump into a little bit of what we spoke about this morning, and Sasha showing our challenge for January. And yes, anyone is welcome. If you're part of another team, we're all part of this big doTERRA family. You're all welcome. Everybody's welcome. And we're just gonna make sure that we all keep each other accountable for our own good. That's what accountability means here. And so this morning we spoke a whole lot about your strengths, right? Talking about strengths. If you've never done a strength test, I highly recommend it. It's called the Gallup Strength Test Finder. And if you haven't done it, I say do it, because that's for you to understand how you operate best. And Eddie Via has been such a gift for us to be able to really start looking at where our light shines. So we all have areas that we're very much good at, and that's what is innate, right? It's something that is within you. And there is something that is not, some things that are not. So for me, the more I learn the things that make my eyes go, oh hi, I want to do that, I'm so excited, and the things that make me go like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna